Good morning. Good morning. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. If this is your first time stopping by this streaming platform, it is not by accident that you are here. God has a message that He wants to get into your inner spirit to lift you up, to give you resilience, to give you inspiration, to give you zeal to get up out of that bed and to get moving on this day, to do the tasks that you're supposed to be doing, also to give you encouragement not only for yourself but also spread um that encouragement to other people. Well, if you don't know who I am the Reverend Mrs. Dewana, and I greet you today with Jesus joy. Just just wanted to give you some words of encouragement to feed your inner spirit today. Well, today's message comes off of the grounds of a tough yesterday. So God met me this morning at 5:58. And we did a reset. The reflection from yesterday was when just think about it, when your yesterday was chaotic, but you made it through. People don't talk about the chaos. They don't talk about the unexpected problems too much. They don't talk about the disasters as much that keeps seeping in. Well, today I'm leaning on Jesus, who tells me two things. Number one, my peace I leave you, not as the world gives, I bring. And then also number two, bring all of that stuff to me. Don't let your heart be troubled, and I will give you rest. This is Jesus's way of saying that we need to reset. Our body isn't designed to go for longevity and hardships, longevity and chaos and ongoing mess after mess after mess after mess. Today, as we rise at sunrise, allow redemption, resolution, reconciliation, restitution, and restoration. May all of that be yours today. Make up your mind that it's going to be yours today. Let's get out, do something different, be optimistic and full of hope. And let's give ourselves some grace to love and live. I was listening to the song called Heads Over Heels and thought about a time when there was joyful vulnerability of being completely swept off your feet and surrendering to a new romance. Is that even possible today with all the stuff that's going on? Well, this is where God met me today. Today's message carries sunrise fire. It carries soft landing mercy, all at the same time. So I asked the Lord, the triune God, for scripture. I wanted some Yoruba wisdom, a spoken word, maybe, an introduction, a story that teaches altitude and altitude. And then I want to close with a whooping close that heals and resets so we can get on with our day. I was thinking about Zig Ziglar's quote: your attitude determines your altitude, which ultimately determines the ultimate latitude. That is the freedom to reach and scope that you need to explore in your life and in your career and in your relationships. So, and as I rise, I whisper to my own soul, come home, come alive, come head over heels again. So here we are with the message for today, at where God met me, the triune God met me at 5:58. The God who meets you at 5:58. Heaven didn't just look my way. Heaven leaned in. The triune God, the creator who forms you, Christ who carries you, the spirit who breathes into you steady, met me right where yesterday's chaos left me. Not to judge, not to demand more, but to just reset. Because our nervous system wasn't built for endless storm. Our heart wasn't designed for nonstop crisis. Our aura wasn't shaped for permanent turbulence. And so God said, come here, let me hold you. Hold what has been holding you. In the reset of the word, he gives us John 14, verse 27. My peace I leave you, not as the world gives. Jesus also gives us Matthew 11:28. Bring it all to me, your burdens, all that stuff, and I will give you rest. And also he gives us Psalms 46, verse 1. God is our refuge. God is our strength, a very present help in trouble. And then he gives us Isaiah 30, verse 15. In returning and resting, you shall be saved. In returning and rest, you shall be saved. Now, all of these verses are not verses for victorious, but they are verses for survivors, the ones who made it through yesterday's chaos by grace alone. So let's take all of this back to Africa and get some Yoruba wisdom. Your Ori and the Dawn, DAWN, meeting in Yoruba spirituality, Dawn, DAWN, is sacred because it is when your Ori, that is your divine inner head, is most open to alignment. The elders in Africa say, Ka Ori Mai Ma Baje Ni Owuwa. May my inner head not be disturbed in the morning. May my inner head not be disturbed in the morning. May my inner head not be disturbed in the morning. In translation, God meets you early, so chaos does not meet you first. God meets you early, so chaos doesn't meet you first. So at 5:58 this morning, my aura was recalibrated. My spirit was straightened. My destiny was reminded of itself. The triune God didn't just meet me, it reset me. And then let's take all this back to spoken word. That's from Africa. When God meets you early. At 5:58, before the world demanded anything, before the phone buzzed, before the weight turned, God whispered, I'm here. Not the God of pressure, not the God of performance, not even the God of perfection, but the God who says, my peace is yours. Bring me your stuff. Let your heart rest. And suddenly the chaos of yesterday lost its authority. The storms of last week lost their volume. The disasters that seeped in lost their sting. Because when God meets you early, he doesn't just greet you, he grounds you. Let me tell you a story about the woman who learned to rise before the wind. There was a woman who lived in a valley where the winds were unpredictable. Some mornings they were gentle, some mornings they were violent, some mornings they came without warning. So she asked the elder, how do I stop the wind from shaking me? The elder replied, you cannot stop the wind, but you can rise before it does. Rise before it, she asked. Yes, he said. When you rise early, you rise with God. And when you rise with God, the wind cannot move what God has already steadied. So from that day on, she rose before the wind. And the same wind that came that shook her that shook her now carried her forward. The same wind that once shook her now carried her forward. As we close, the reset is activated this morning at 5:58 a.m. The triune God didn't just meet me, he marked me, he marked for you redemption, resolution, reconciliation, restitution, restoration. He marked you for joy, real joy, the kind that sweeps you off your feet like a new romance with life itself. He marked you with hope, not the fragile kind, but the kind that rises even when yesterday was chaos. He marked you for peace. He marked you for peace. Not the world's version, but the kind that holds you together when everything else falls apart. So walk today. Know this. The God, the God who meets you, the God who meets you at 5:58 is the God who will carry you through the rest of the day. And one last thing, the reset in one breath. Now I pick up the pieces. Now I choose peace. Now I take up my bed and follow Jesus. This right here is what redemption, resolution, restitution, reconciliation, and restoration look like. It's not perfection. It's not performance. It's not even punishment. It is just grace. Not condemnation, no shame, just grace holding me together as I rise again. Heels over head over heels return. Head over heels return to my inner spirit, return to the soft place, the open place, the fearless place where joy once danced without apology. Let wonder rise again today. Let hope breathe again today. Let your heart remember what it feels like to be swept up, lifted high, and carried by grace. Not forcing, no fear, no condemnation, just full of grace. Doing what grace does, restoring, renewing, resetting from the inside out. And as I rise today, I whisper to my own soul, come home, come alive, come head over heels again. Well, the windows of heaven have opened. I hope you have enjoyed the view. The ancestors have spoken. Receive the message. I hope you can receive it, take it in. The nice thing about digital is that you can always listen to it over and over again, the replay, and share it with somebody. You never know what people are going through because sometimes they really don't know themselves. Well, to God be the glory. Oganafa Oluwa, Amadi Lawari, Selah, and Essay. Until next time. But take care.